And I figured for a change, instead of messing with the camera and trying to get it all in the shot, I figured that this time I'm just going to leave it where it is. Basically, I might actually move it just a little bit further away there, because when I pull my head over, that's going to be like that. But yeah, I think that'll work and that'll do. We'll try it for this one, and hopefully I can get some feedback from you all, and you let me know whether or not you prefer me zooming in or not, which would be nice. But I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend. I intend to make sure that my weekend is stress free. I'm going to do my best to make sure that happens, because I could do with a break from stress. That would be nice. I think everybody could do with a break from stress. But right, number 2. This doesn't seem right to me, because why would that be there? But we're just going to do what the thing says and not question it, I guess. I think this white paint is pretty much foobarred. I've added loads of water to it, which I think is going to end up biting me in the backside like later on. But I've got some ideas about how to make the picture last the test of time. Like maybe covering it with something. I don't know. Normally that really wouldn't be a thing I'd be thinking about, but because it's a present for my granddaughter, I wanted to be able to use it for a while. Yeah, this white is awful. But that's all right. I might even have to add a few extra drops of water to this, because it really doesn't want to. It kind of wants to paste on there rather than paint on there, which is a bit of a pain, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I think I might do this quickly now. And this is the only one I'll have to do this to, because I know all the other paints are done. And I could have sworn that this one was fine, but obviously it's decided that, you know what, you've started painting, and now I want to interrupt you. And you're just going to deal with it, basically. So we'll just add a couple of drips, because I don't want to add too many. Let's grab this one here. I'm going to give this a little mix up. Yeah, it definitely needed water. Ah, dear. Well, it's like I said, don't look at it as it's the paint by numbers that's the problem. It was just the time it's taken me to get round to doing it. But hopefully this is going to make this a bit easier going and a bit quicker going as well. Because I haven't been doing my art streams much just recently, as most of you have probably noticed. I don't know. I've just been so busy of my own making, though. It's not like I have to do anything, because being something that's being pointed out to me like a lot, which is why I've decided to reduce the videos that I'm doing to every other day, because I think that's going to take a lot of pressure that I put on myself, you know, to make sure that there's videos for everyone to see and whatever. Because I've had such an amazing response to my content on Twitch and on YouTube. To be honest, it's been a little overwhelming, and then, you know, I just wanted to keep it going, but it's a machine that just will keep feeding and feeding and feeding until you stop. So now that I'm starting to be able to get out of the house a little bit, now my focus is more on me than on doing that, if that makes any sense. So there'll still be the same videos being posted and whatever else, just not in the frequency that you're potentially used to. And I don't think anyone's going to mind, to be perfectly honest. I think I'm more concerned over it than anything else, which is weird. Like my friends are forever telling me, like, I say, oh, I've got to get this out, got to get that out. And they're like, do you have to get it out? You know? And then I get stumped every time they say that because, well, no, I guess I don't. But I want to. And then it is then pointed out to me, well, that sounds like a whole lot of you problem, that. And it's irritating because I hate it when they're right. I'm guessing that my my FPS is going to be a bit down here on the stream, which is really annoying. They're doing my broadband, super fast broadband around here, and they're messing with the cupboards, and so I may not be able to stream today. I'm kind of noticing it now, more on my phone, but then again, the phone's always been kind of bad when it comes to streaming, well, at least checking my VODs and stuff, you know, while I'm live. But yeah, but that's enough about me. I'm hoping that everyone is having a great day. For those of you who are interested, you know, I didn't watch the coronation. Not because I have any particular beliefs on either side of the field. It's just that I'm probably one of the very few British people that doesn't care either way. Which, I don't know, controversial, I suppose. Some people are going to like that, some people are going to hate it, but I don't go ramming my beliefs down people's throats. So this is yeah, the problem is now is this paint has gone very thin, which, you know, isn't such a bad thing on white. It's spreading very nice now, which is handy. I'm kind of liking that. But
oh, hi, Mark.
Hey, how you doing, Bradley? Lovely to see you in here, buddy. I was starting off today with a bit of an art stream, bud, because yesterday was an amazing day. I had a really good day. I felt good. You know, everything was good. And, you know, today isn't as good as what it was yesterday. So I decided to just take a slower approach to today, and hopefully we'll get back to where we were yesterday. And if we don't, so be it. But what you been up to today, bud? You having a good weekend? Bradley, would you mind telling me whether or not I'm getting streaming issues your side? Because I have a feeling that they're doing work to my internet around here, which might actually stop me from being able to stream today, which will be a real pain because I really wanted to get this up today because it is my day for streaming. And on my phone right now, it's kind of bad, but that could just be the phone. So if you wouldn't mind letting me know, I'd appreciate that. I get the feeling that was that bit. And I mean, like now on my phone, I've just welcomed you into the channel. So that's how far behind my phone is right now. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm getting my answer in spades right now. Today's probably not the day I'm going to be able to stream much, but we'll carry on anyway, and we'll see what we can do. Or might get a little further in this. And the good part about it is I also record all of my stuff, so I can edit it later. Which is kind of handy in situations like this. So I'm not following what I wanted to do here today. I'm just trying to get some of this white down, because if it's as transparent as I think it's going to be, I may have to give it another coat. And then this way, at least by the time I come over to this part here, it'll be completely dried, and it'll be a lot easier to just put another coat on to cover it up. So that's what I'm going to do now. So, Bradley, are you still out there? Or is my internet so diabolically bad it doesn't want to work? I had fun last night on 7 Days to Die on my Streaming Dead server. It's coming along really well. It's like the community that's in there at the moment, and my friends, they're actually making a town right near where you spawn in, with a community workshop, a community farm. They're actually going to the trouble of repairing local houses that are around near us for people to just move into, and to help them get set up. It's like everybody just wants this like amazing community, and it's so nice to see. Like I said, there will be PvP in there, so don't think it's all just peace and love, you know. But it's just nice that everybody wants to help, because there are a lot of players out there that love 7 Days to Die. I am now one of them, and I think this Undead Legacy mod, I think it's really good, and it's definitely worth a try. I'm hoping to get Mr. Pitbull in on it, to be honest. Because I've seen some of that guy's builds, and yeah, he really gets into the whole building aesthetic, and he's very good at it. Come down here, number 2 here. Plus, this will make it easier for me to move on once the white bits are done. And do they show up on camera? Well, they do, actually. They actually do, which is nice. Right, what else have we got on this stalk? Let's get away from doing a bit of white for a change. Got a bit clumpy around the end of the brush, but that's all right. What is it? What's his name used to say? Bob Ross beat the devil out of it, wasn't it? That was it. Every time he went for his brush, beat the devil out. 18. A bit of green. So, come down here, do a bit of that. So I realise that I'm a bit close to the microphone now, so I apologise if I'm blowing your ears out now, which is kind of why I'm not going to say a lot whilst I'm here, just in case if I am, because I'm doing this little integral bit and I can't look at my OBS to see. Oh, that's far too much paint on that one. There we go. Take that little bit off there. Perfect. Yeah, I can't see whether or not I'm too loud, so I'm talking quietly. Hopefully, you can all still hear me. Yeah, it's a strange Saturday morning. It's like there seems to be a very weird, I don't know how to put this, a weird atmosphere everywhere today. I don't know. Like my house is a bit of a hive of activity right now because my son's getting married very soon. So all of the females are basically going to get in their nails and their hair done to see what it is that they want to look like on the day. They're getting clothes arranged and, you know, alterations made. Yeah, it's like a hive of activity. My one son has gone down a pub, something that I would love to be able to do. But one day soon, that'll happen. Right, that's an 18. I don't think there's any more in there. What's this one? It's a number 1. Let's get this flower done. It bugged me yesterday or the other day when I was doing this that I didn't do the flower. I keep looking at it. This is probably one of the reasons why I'm in here doing this now, because it actually did irritate me that much that I'd left it. But we're getting it done now. So, like I was just about to do a number 1, but then I noticed that this, I mean, it all needs doing. Doesn't matter which order it goes in. But yeah, I've got a feeling it's going to be a nice, slow, relaxing day today. For me, at the very least. I like this music that's playing at the moment. What I should do is I should actually create a playlist of all tracks that I like to listen to whilst I'm doing this. And then that's what gets played whenever I do it. I have to be honest, it is annoying having to keep finding music that isn't copyrighted. You know, because I feel like that's hampered plenty of content creators. Because, you know, not that they were just using the music to get rich or anything, but the music just makes the videos seem funnier, better, more exciting. I didn't actually realize that how important sound is to videos and stuff. And this was all because of that little video I made for the Streaming Dead. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that that's probably no good by most people's standards. You know, it's most probably just sit there and laugh at it. But for me, that was a big thing because I've never done anything like that before. And it was funny because as soon as you put some music on it, it literally changed the whole video. Like I was surprised of how much it did it. It added that certain like tension when it was you know, like music that was coming up where there was a zombie coming out and whatever, and then in the car crash scene and whatever else. It was just brilliant. I couldn't believe it, and now I understand it. I'm going to try and see if I can throw some sound effects to my other videos and just try and make them a tad more funny, possibly, or a little bit more exciting. With a bit of luck. I get it. Yeah, 20's not. It's an off-white. It's like a really light lilac. It's only a very like the smallest of pigments, but it's enough to notice. So I was wondering why I was doing white again on that stem, and Now I know I can hear a wasp outside my computer room window. And that's no good. I have no hatred for any creatures, but I don't like wasps because, quite honestly, they bloody hurt. And for some unknown reason, I'm terrified of bees. I'm not bothered about the bee necessarily, but I got stung when I was a kid. I think I've only been stung by a bee once, maybe twice in my life. But it was one of the most painfulest experiences, apart from doing my back in, of course, that I've ever had. It sounds to me like this wasp outside really wants to get in. Or, more worryingly, it's in and it can't get out. I'm not going to focus on that right now. Hopefully he'll just bugger off and go somewhere else. Incidentally, and the bushes behind my house, I didn't know, but we had a massive, massive wasp nest. It was bloody huge. And it was right at the back of my house. And one day we had a knock on the door and we had this like fumigator come round. And he said, excuse me, I don't know if you're aware or not, but you have a massive infestation of wasps. And it's not actually in my garden, it's on the fences outside the back, but from the way it was situated, they had to come in and get it from there. And it was like, okay. So that's where they're all coming from, the little buggers. So we shall soon see now. They must have done something with the internet because it seems like it's gone faster. Where did the pots go? Can I just not see them? Probably not. Here we go. We need number 1, which is that one. Get that stem done. And then we'll do a 12 and a 4 to finish off that bit there. I noticed that this has gone very patchy in there, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah, question is, do we have head cam? Because I've had to come under the light here. I'm kind of hoping not. And unfortunately, my phone is so far behind. You will have seen a couple of head cams, if there is one, before I could do anything about it. The middle part of the pictures is very difficult for me personally, because I'm nearsighted in one eye and I'm farsighted in the other, and I wear bifocal glasses, so I can't see the sheet without or the canvas without my bifocal, so I have to lift my head up. But then the issue is I have to be in just that right spot so that I can see the edges properly where I've got to go up to. And that gets very difficult sometimes. And it only happens obviously on the middle part of the page. Like the other ends, I can kind of manipulate the picture to a comfortable position for me to get it and then to do it. But obviously in the middle, you're kind of stuffed. And this bit I'm doing now seems to be sort of smack bang right in the middle, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, perfect. That'll do. And that comes all the way up. And I believe it goes all the way over here as well. So much easier since I've done the paints. You know, they actually paint on now rather than being pasted on, because that was annoying. Amazing, like actually painting by numbers makes you realize how important brush control is. Like I said, I'm no artist. I'm never going to be. But you know, the harder you press down, the different kinds of brush strokes that you get, and like, you know, if it goes slightly thicker, all you do is you just press down it a bit more, and then it'll fill out the thick parts. I mean, I know this is probably all like, duh, of course it does, you know, but I've never done it, and it's all kind of new to me. Well, not completely new to me now. I've been doing this a while. Like, whereas you think, oh, I need a different brush for that, and it's like, well, no, because you just adapt how you're painting there. Because I invariably end up doing a lot of the painting with the smallest paintbrush. Me personally, I think it gives a better effect on the paint, and I don't know, I guess I'm probably just lazy. I can't bother to clean the brush out half the time. which is more than likely probably the case. I have to make sure that I drink more water today. I drank a fair amount yesterday. I'm actually thinking about buying one of them ionizers when I pay off my bills, to take all of the impurities out of the water and stuff. I don't know. They're quite expensive, but they seem like a good idea. A friend of mine said to me, "Oh, you want to buy one of those electrolyzers or whatever it is that you can put the prongs in your tap water and see how bad it is." Of course, Bays. Pick looking good. Oh, thanks, darling. I appreciate that. So, yeah, because they were showing me videos about the whole water and the way it looks like when you put this electric prongs in it and stuff, and it goes all black, and it's like, oof. I might get one. Like, if the water really does look like that, and I've got no reason to believe that it doesn't. It's like, you know, would you drink that water before you put just electric in it? And people would be like, oh yeah. And so, would you drink it now? And they're like, no. Well, then that is what it looks like. So why are you still drinking it? It's weird. And I have water filters all over my house because I know that the water's not particularly great. But I suppose that's just one step further, right? You know. But then again, I suppose it all comes down to expense, because you're going to need power to run that thing. From what I understand, it takes hours, and it takes a lot of ordinary water to be able to make the other water. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it that much. I'm genuinely hoping that I can stream today. Like, I'm noticing that it keeps freezing every now and again on my phone. I'm hoping that that's not what's happening for everyone, and it's just my phone. Maybe it is. I don't know. Right. Bit of blue. 16. Which one's 16?